Ha! Conan saving the day. Reading a couple comic stinkers and getting disappointed, but I have this in my reading stack, so I know I got something to fall back onto. Because I just cannot get disappointed when I'm picking up some Conan, especially these new heroic signature Titan comics. By the way, anybody who knows can tell me, do I refer to these as the heroic Conan comics or the Titan Conan comics? Because it's pretty easy when I'm talking about like the Marvel stuff or the Dark Horse stuff, but what do I officially call this? Either way, what I call it is a good time because I had a blast with it. On the back, we just get our checklist here, which just tells us about all the previous comics and how they tied into it, and read in order for what's coming out here. And we got a bit of a advertisement for a story coming out as well. That's real cool, like real word stories without the fun pictures. I read those too sometimes, although with the amount of time I have dedicated to the things I do find myself reading these picture books a hell of a lot more. And we get our usual little introduction. I love that we're getting our map here, as we always do, and we get a little bit of a summary for what happened in the previous issue. And don't mind my little Lego Conan, he's just hanging out. I picked him up at the comic convention I went to last week. So much fun. But I've just been having a blast with this book and this series. Love all these characters. And it's so cool seeing them interact and how it's all intertwining together. Very fun. I got a bit of a spot for some of the like spooky supernatural stuff too, so that's my jam. And this artwork is phenomenal. And did we skip over talking about the credits? I did, because I didn't say anything about it, because I know I would have. Jonas Sheriff here. I really like his work, and I like that he's jaunty. I love all the fun names they give the people in the credits, like in the old days. So much fun. But yeah, wonderful artwork here. And as I've said before in any of my Conan books that I've done on these, I've just been loving the writing. So Grim Jim is doing a fantastic job with all this, putting it together. And I love how we have all the dialogue being the same, even though he's talking to all the different characters throughout different time periods, kind of hinting at and showing us how the time travel works in this. And we see that a little bit further in the story with Alborak. But man, this monster right here is something else. And we saw him show up when we were reading that Savage Sword magazine, and man, was that beautiful. Man, I gotta say, I really love that issue a lot. I've gone back and reread that thing probably 4 times, just because I had it hanging out with me on the couch for so long, and I kept just picking it up and leafing through it again and just reading one of the shorts in it. So much fun. And that one had some thrilling action in it, the Solomon Kane story where we saw this creature. And it looks so cool here too. I love this thing. What a fantastic monstrosity. And he tears everything up. Real nasty good. And we get some good action scenes in this book, I tell you. And I love how this weaves everything together. And it does a good job of just getting the gang all hooked up and ready for some action. But the stakes feel very high, especially by the end of the issue here, too. And this bit is great. I love Conan and Solomon here coming to blows. This was a very fun exchange to read. But this is real cool because we see we see him remembering this previous fight and how it went down with him encountering this beast and them coming head to head. And really cool. But we see here it doesn't quite work out for him too well, and he starts doing even worse right now. And we come to the realization that it seems like this creature moves and works through time differently than we understand it, because it just in the past tore him up and in the present tore him up. At least that's how it's seeming to me. And nasty too. Like, I do not like surprise gore. Like, if I'm reading a Spider-Man or an Avenger book or something and I see someone tearing apart like that, like, I'm not going to be happy. But seeing that in a book like this is just freaking cool, because that is just brutal right there. And we get this final page of marching marching into the lion's den here, and real fun. I'm loving these cover galleries here. I'm real torn. I always go with the main cover, and that's what I did here, and I do love the cover I picked up, but I am really oh, sorry about bumping the camera there. I'm really loving that cover B. That B cover is looking really cool too. And so's this C cover. See, all these variant covers are looking really good. You know, if I saw these all on the comic shelf, because I just grabbed this one. I had my comic shop just pull some comics for me, and I didn't look at what the variant covers for this issue were ahead of time. But man, that would be so hard to do. I'm really glad I got the main cover I did, because that kicks ass, and I did really enjoy the fight those two had in the comic. But this B cover is absolutely gorgeous looking, and I love that C cover too. That D cover's real good, no shade on it, but man, I'd actually be torn between that B and C cover. Whew, yeah, that's real tough. I think I might go for that. Nah, yeah, damn, that's tough. Both are so good. Sorry about that. Got a little interrupted there, but yeah, right here on the back we got another great write-up. One of these essays as we've been getting in every single one of these issues ever since that first Free Comic Book Day one, and these are so much fun. If you're new to these series and just picking up these comics because it looks cool and you don't know the stories, these are very much worth reading, and this one goes more into Dark Agnes there, so that's cool. And then in the back we get a last page here with a short little interview with the illustrator here, and we've gotten these before, and they're always fun. They don't ever really say anything insightful, but it's fun just to get to know the people working on the book a little bit and see where their love for the material comes from too. So that's fun. So yeah, the backup features are really good. I like in the back how we got this checklist here for anybody who's just jumping in and thinks, oh damn, this seems really cool, I want to check out more. And we used to get a lot of stuff like this back in the 90s, at least when I was picking up Spider-Man. There were always little checklists or something telling you what happened with all the previous issues. But yeah, this issue was a breath of fresh air and just so much fun. Just non-stop awesome action. And I'm just having a blast with it. If I'm ever if I'm ever looking down, I just reach for some Conan and I know I'm going to get something good. So and man, these have just been on fire delivering lately, and so I'm just really looking forward to the next installment of this, the next installment of Barbarian and Savage Sword. So I mean, heck, just between the Conan stuff, I got 3 titles a month, so I'm pretty covered. And just bring us more. Anyhow, thank you so much for joining me with this. I'm looking forward to coming at you with more Conan, but I got a bunch of other comics I'm reading too, and they're looking a lot better. So we'll get back to you with some more really exciting comic book material. And I got some. I know I get up to all sorts of different stuff, but I got some really cool Lego stuff going on, and I just picked up a really neat Godzilla thing that I'm excited to show you. So yeah, like just a fantastic week for awesome stuff, even with a couple comic stinkers in the rear view mirror. So we'll talk to you later.